Dear students, we learn a lesson or a poem in English language through literature. So the teaching items of this poem could be summed up in this manner, that it has got the word disobedience and punishment. In Christianity, one of the first commandment is obedience, and it is expected that the people should obey instruction of God, because the instructions are for the good of the man. Here in this poem, the son disobeyed, therefore father punished him. We can make we can sum up here that the punishment is because of the disobedience, and the disobedience was caused out of childishness. So the child was not at all conscious of the mistake or the disobedience he made, but the father punished him. Then the second teaching item is toys and pity. So toys are the pleasure things used by children for whiling away time. In this poem, the poet used many toys, and they were used to comfort his heart, comfort his sad heart. And looking upon the scene in which the poet was lying asleep, the child was lying asleep, the poet feels pity for the child, because he regrets that unnecessarily I punished him, because he has no mother as well to comfort his heart. The third teaching item is the reminder. The entire scene, the entire incident is a reminder of the relationship of God with man. As father is the person who gave birth to the son, so God is creator who created we all. Then it has got, this scene reminds us of the disobedience, the first disobedience made by Adam and Eve. So the disobedience invited punishment to Adam and Eve. Here also in this poem, the disobedience made by the child was given punishment. Then the third is the pity for childishness. The poet thinks that God may be feeling pity because the people commit disobedience or break God's laws, not knowingly but unknowingly. It is all out of childishness. The poem has got many keywords. If you use those keywords in your answers, your answer will definitely fetch good marks. The first keyword is disobedience. So the line used here is, having my law the seventh time disobeyed. You can write in the examination, the child disobeyed father's law seventh time. The second keyword is dismissed hard words unkissed. So the child was dismissed. He was abused. He was, the father used insulting words. And he was left unkissed. So the living unkissed, that shows the lack of love. That was a great punishment. The punishment to body is definitely less painful than the punishment to mind. So this was a punishment to the child's mind. He was left unkissed. So therefore he wept profusely. There is use of the word lest. Lest means for fear that. So in the poem, it is written in this way, fearing lest his grief should hinder sleep. Fearing lest his grief should hinder sleep. At this level, in accordance with this sentence, you can make your own sentence also. Then the fifth key word is the tranced breath. The tranced breath is the phrase used to communicate or to symbolize death. The sixth key word is not vexing. Not vexing means not troubling. The child who was lying asleep in bed was not troubling the father. Similarly, that when a person dies because of the wrath of the God, the dead person doesn't give any trouble to God. The seventh is childishness. So the childishness means unawareness of the consequences. So the child disobeyed because, so the child committed offense out of childishness, but the father did not understand that and punished him. This poem can have some questions as the homework for children, for students. The first question is, why father punished his son? Second question is, how did father punish his son? Third question is, why did father feel pity for his son? Fifth question is, how did father show his regret? And the sixth question is, what was father's prayer to God? So I hope all students will try at writing answers of all these questions. So the writing answers of these questions will definitely will be a proof of the level of your understanding of this poem. So with this, we stop our lecture here. Thank you very much.